We have discussed about negative energy and positive energy in our previous episode of Knowell series. In this episode, we will be talking about some Tantra Vidya and Tantrik Vidya, which performed by some very popular Tantriks and dark people. So, we will be actually giving you the difference between Tantric Vidya and Black Magic, and also we will be providing you very interesting information about one mysterious village which is located in Assam. So be with us in this podcast. It's just audio because right now we are just recording in audio format only. We have not enough fundings to actually record a video in by using camera or any kind of tool. So uh, if you can support us, please kindly support us. Then so that we can at least do one kind of like animated thing, so that people can get engaged with us. If you can't donate anything or can do anything, then just subscribe us, follow us, like our videos, so that YouTube algorithm can understand that particular thing and promote us, so that vast majority of people can understand this kind of underrated topics. Okay, let's back to topic. Tantra Vidya is meditating or devotee worshipping technique that connects ones to like supreme one version of God. So basically, you are getting connected with supreme version of any kind of deity or God. The purpose of practicing Tantra is to have an audience with the deities and to have our wishes fulfilled. Basic of any form of spiritual practice is getting the three things right: yantra, mantra, and tantra. So these are the three things which are considered to be part of spiritual practice in Hinduism or in ancient Indian culture. Together, they are said to offer expansion and liberation of the consciousness to the devotees. Black magic and tantra are one and same thing, only difference is in the application. Black magic is negative side of tantra and tantra is positive thing. Okay, you can say it. Both tantra and black magic is actually manipulation of cosmic energy. So it's kind of like just like math. You can use math in USA, in India, or any other countries. So application is same, language is same, and the process is also same. So that's how you can understand tantric Vidya or this black magic concept. You can use it in any kind of point or any kind of spot in cosmos or universe. Anybody who has learned to tame cosmic energies is capable of using it positively or negatively. So the black magic is like collection of tricks. That is why we call it magic tricks and black magic. So basically, you know that we know that Ravan was also a devotee or actually a great worshipper of Lord Shiva, and he was used to perform this tantric vidya so that he can get some powers from Lord Shiva. But he used it in negative way. So that's how this tantric vidya or this black magic concept is comes into play. Tantra means the process. In any kind of religious ceremony, there is a set of stepwise procedures that the devotee needs to carry out if he wishes it to be fruitful. So that is what Tantra is all about. As per this explanation, any religious ceremony, regardless of its purpose, can be termed as Tantra. So anything you perform in your daily life is also Tantra. But there are some higher level of Tantra exist as well as. So that's the interesting part of it. Tantra is also described to be rather a set of rules and regulations meant to actually guide a devotee through a religious process. It exists in the form of text and its sources are the various religious and sacred books which exist today even. Tantra is crucial, so you have to perform it very perfectly, very in such a mannerful way and in a right way. If you perform it badly or you make mistake, then it's just like you are joking with very powerful devotee. So you don't know what will happen after. So you need to be get guidance from very powerful people or any guru or sadhu which can actually give you guidance so that you can perform it very neatly, cleanly, and safely. Black magic again is nothing but a form of devotee worshipping technique practiced by a few people. So there are some few people who can perform it. There are certain traits of black magic that make it quite different from regular deity worshipping techniques. For instance, in the regular processes, the items offered to the deity are usually vegetarian and non-alcoholic. On the other hand, the items offered to the deity in black magic is non-vegetarian and alcoholic. But it's just a tip of iceberg, as the main reason why people despise black magic and are even afraid of this art is because it deals with evil spirits, the destructive side of the deities, and altogether the dark side of the supernatural, and probably that's why it's called black magic in the first place. The tantrics performing or practicing black magic is said to have special abilities that can cause people both benefit and harm at the same time. So as I told you, it's up to you how you use it. It's application. So if you apply it positively, then it's tantra. If your application or your result is negative, then it's black magic. Now that's pretty twisted and insane, and that's why the majority of people regard it negatively. The art remains in the shadows, and so does it practitioners also. Our sacred religious books are the sources of all kind of information related to deities, which also includes the Tantra Vidya. So it's not different Vidya or different thing. It's mentioned in Veds and all these books of ancient Indian culture. The single problem is guidance. If you don't have guidance, right person, right place, right condition, right materials, even right time, then it can get very crucial or very bad results. So you need to be very clear with all this stuff, and that's where you need to get guru or guidance from actual performer or actual trained person, so that you can perform it very neatly, cleanly, and safely. Again, it's performed by Naga sadhus and agoris, and agoris actually lives in Himalayas, as we know, in Kasi. Also, agoris are actually living in Himalayas or in the Kasi because it's the spiritual headquarter. It's known as spiritual headquarters for them. So they basically don't harm anyone, but they say clearly that it heals them, it increases their power, or some of them have supernatural energy too, and which we can observe even in this Kali Yuga. So there are different types of sadhana: Samsan sadhana, Sav sadhana, Siva sadhana, and many more. About this all sadhanas and all this stuff, we will be talking in upcoming episodes. Right now, let's make a very soft podcast so that you can dilute things easily, and your time also gets saved, as we have noticed that long podcast is not the right thing to launch in this starting phase of Stratify. So we will be launching short podcast only. The interesting thing is that our whole world is actually made of Om, and by using these energies, this Om is also kind of like energetic word, and this whole thing is made of one single energy. And when you know the actual knowledge to make this energy vibrate or change this particular energy, then you know everything. By performing black magic or Tantra Vidya, you can get whatever you want in life, like money, health, wealth, happiness, joy, whatever you want. So it can be done with specific mantras, specific Vidya, specific conditions, and all this stuff. So the single condition is that you can get whatever you want, but you need to perform it very neatly, cleanly, and very important thing, safely. So that's where the exclamation mark comes into game. Now let's talk about the land of magic, Mayong. It's located in Assam, India, and Mayong is where silence and mystery lurk all around. It's a small village. Over the year, this quiet village has gained a lot of tourist attention, and you will know why it's very attractive. So it's very popularly for It's black magic and witchcraft, and that is why it's called land of black magic. The origin of Mayong name is derived from Sanskrit word Maya. Okay, and some people also believe that it's taken from word Mayong, meaning elephant in Dimasa language. But the actual thing, no one knows. Even you can find Mayong in mythological epic Mahabharata also. It's mentioned in Mahabharata with the name Pragjyotispura, which is ancient Assam. Some legends say that Ghatotkacha took part in the battle of Mahabharata after attaining some different magical powers from this particular village, Mayong. People in the village even believe that many older saints and witches who practiced black magic still take shelter in the jungles here. So that's the history of Mayong actually. It's told that people who actually performs ritual of worshipping goddess Shakti actually sacrifices humans to attain some extraordinary powers by black magic. So it's kind of creepy and very weird story. And it's even actually hard to digest because you are sacrificing human, which is very cruel. Even in recent excavation in Mayong, people have found some swords which were actually used to kill humans centuries ago. So this village is actually performing village from Mahabharata Yuga, from centuries. So that's why it's called land of black magic in India. There are sort of famous creepy stories about this particular place, like people disappearing into thin air, or men being turned into animals, even wild beasts being tamed magically, etc., etc. All this stuff are actually roaming around. So there is no clear evidence to all of this again, but it's told by various people, claimed by various people, and locals are also accepting these particular things. One such story is of Muhammad Shah and his army. It is said that during war times in the 1330s, Muhammad Shah's 1 lakh horsemen actually disappeared near Mayong due to black magic and witchcraft, and there is not a single trace were left behind. There are many doctors in Mayong as well. They are often known as bears or oja. They do not use any medicines to treat illness, but uses black magic and most probably have ghost working for them as assistant. Locals say that this doctor use copper plates to treat pain. They place the plate on the injury, chant few mantras and wait for it to eat away all your pain. So it will get away automatically magically. In case of people or person who is suffering from a severe pain, the plate would overheat and smash into the ground. People here also claim that many chronic diseases have been cured in Mayong by black magic. Due to its mysterious past and black magic, in Mayong people actually watches hands, and they actually can predict your future and all this stuff. And due to that, it's very attractive place for tourists to travel. So that's why people came here every day just to experience this dark thing or this black magic. So there are also museum here which has like some books and black magic things placed in that particular museum. You can explore it if you want to actually know this dark magic thing or black magic thing. You can even interact with local people, learn some stories and discover new magic tricks and all these things. Sometimes I wonder that these all magicians have some kind of like dark magic or this power so that they can perform magic actually. So it's not magic, it's black magic. Just saying from my gut feeling and my own opinion, there is no truth in this particular thing. So again, it's not fact. We provide only factful informations, but whenever we are providing any kind of myth or doubtable information, we always tell you that this is not a fact. So that is what actually makes us extraordinary or different from other YouTube channel we provide only factful and trustworthy information on this Stratify India channel. Thank you so much for listening to me. I hope you loved this podcast, and we will be providing more informations about this Tantra and Black Magic in our upcoming podcast. So please subscribe us, do like and share this particular podcast with your friends. I know it's just audio format. Many people will not like it as much as other YouTube videos, but it's informative. If people actually want to know anything about this particular dark magic or black magic, then they will know that this thing is not just myth. It's actually mentioned in our ancient Indian culture. It's just a tantra. It's worshipping. There is no difference. So thank you so much for listening to me again. I will meet you in next episode of Knowell series with another very great mysterious information or very secret information from ancient India to modern technology.